Hi, good evening, grade 12s of 2024. Next week, Wednesday, I know in some other schools, the grade 12s are already back at work doing what needs to be done for them to have a brighter future. Those who gonna be pursuing their studies outside and beyond the high school. So the very first topic, according to the annual teaching plan of according to CAPS document, you're gonna start with patterns, sequence, and series. So today I've taken this question from one of the previous question papers to simply highlight the basics necessary for one to understand an arithmetic sequence. So if you look at the basics, so when you are given the terms T1, T2, T3, T4 up until the last one, when you are told that it's an arithmetic sequence, it automatically, we know that the first term is symbolized by the small letter a, and then there is a constant difference between the consecutive terms, such that if you want D is the same as T2 minus T1. This has to be the same as T3 minus T2. This has to be the same as T100 minus T99. And then in general, D equals to Tn minus T of n minus 1. So here, if n is 5, it means that our D, you replace n with 5, so this is going to be 5. You replace n with 5, so it's going to be T5 minus T4. So this is the general term. Remember that in mathematics, the point is to simplify things so that you are able to interpret systems if you are dealing with engineering or whatever. So the aim is to generalize things so that you don't need to always be adding 1 plus 1 until 10,000. So you want to generalize something, you come up with a formula that can answer all the questions. Okay, so these are the basics that are very necessary. We may also add that T2 minus T1 is the same as what? T3 minus T2. So this is going to always be true for arithmetic sequence, right? So you need to keep those basics. There is more to this, but for here is just to introduce the concept. So let us look at the question at hand that we have to answer. So you can pause this video and then write these basics if you need to. I'm just gonna remove them for now to avoid going to the other page. So you can pause if you need to take the notes. Okay, so let us answer the question. The first three terms of an arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is just a sophisticated way of saying arithmetic sequence. So it simply means that this thing will continue in such a way that when you take T2 subtract T1, you get the same thing. When you take T3 subtract T2, you get the same thing, and so on the story goes. So since we are told that it's an arithmetic sequence, answering question 1.3.1, of which we are looking for x, we have to say T2 minus T1 should be T3 minus T2. The reason for doing this is that we are told that it's an arithmetic progression, and we know these terms that we have here. So let us substitute. T2 is x plus 5 minus, but be very careful. You need to use the bracket because T1 itself is a binomial, it's two terms. So that's going to be 3x minus 1. If you don't put this bracket, your answer is going to be automatically wrong because the negative has to affect positive 3 and it has to affect negative 1. That's why it's very important for you to understand that. What is our T3? T3 is 2x minus 4 minus, again, T2 is two terms, so that's going to be x plus 5. Then remove the brackets. Then we're going to have x plus 5 minus 3x plus 1, 2x minus 4 minus x minus 5. Then simplify. So these two will give you minus 2x. 5 plus 1 will give us 6. 2x minus x will give us x. Minus 4 minus 5 will give us minus 9. Then transpose x. Take this x to the other side. It's going to be minus x. Take 6 to the other side. It's going to be minus 6. Then this is going to be minus 3x. It's equivalent to minus 9 minus 6. It has to be minus 15. Divide by minus 3. Divide by minus 3. X therefore equals to 5. And then for you to make sure that this is actually correct, substitute the value of x way, substitute 5 where you see x, and check if when you subtract subsequent terms you get when you subtract the term t2 and t1, and then when you subtract t2 from t3 you get the same number. So you can do that on your own. Then 1.3.2 says that make the determination of the nth term. So that's Tn. So Tn is a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. When they say find Tn, this question is simply asking you what is the value of a and what is the value of d, because that's all you need, right? So we know that T1 is the same as 3x minus 1. Replace x with 5 minus 1. This has to be 14. But for us to be able to also, so which means that this is the value of a, because that's T1, right? But for us to know the value of d, we need to know what T2 is. So T2 is going to be x plus 5. So which means that the value of x is 5. So that's going to be 5 plus 5, which is 10. Then d therefore is T2 minus T1. Our T2 is 10. Our T1 is 14. And this is minus 4. Therefore, the nth term is going to be 14 plus n minus 1 multiplied by minus 4. Then we can remove the brackets for simplification. So that's going to be 4. When you multiply this with this, you have to get minus 4n. Then minus 1 multiplied by minus 4, it has to be positive 4, such that this is going to be 18 minus 4n. So this is the formula that can generate all of the terms in this sequence. Then the next question says, which term of the sequence equals to minus 194? So here you are given the value of Tn. So what do? You are given the value of Tn. They want to know what n is. So you come to the answer that you got above. So we know that Tn equals to 18 minus 4n. Replace Tn with its equivalence according to the question. That's minus 194 equals to 18 minus 4n. Then we're going to have minus 194 minus 18 when we transpose, and then minus 4n. Then it means that we have to divide both sides by minus 4, divide both sides by minus 4. And then n alone has to be, I don't have the calculator with me, but we can press this in the calculator, and that's going to be the answer that we're going to have here. Please don't forget to follow me, to share, and to tell others about what you are doing. If you need a private tutor, contact me at 0787556899. We are giving the best tutorial sessions in town. We are doing them online because I'm a very busy person in terms of my my other obligations. But online is good. So we are doing our sessions on Teams. We are available from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's Monday to Friday. We are available from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. that is on Saturday. You can also inquire about our services for Sundays.